How you doing, Kevin? How's the storms down there in Florida doing? Hey, Willie, how you doing? Thank you for coming. All right, we're fixing to go live here. I think we're live. Looky, Nickel. Hey, Nickel, let me give you a link, brother. Hey, Beto, how you doing? There you go, Nickel. We are live. We are live. Let's see here. This is good. This is good. Going live. Bring that down a little bit. Yeah, this is much better. There we go. All right. Start my camera. Do I have everything organized? I think I got everything. I think so. All right. We're going to go live here. And where's my camera at? Oh, there it is. All right. Stop cam. And there we go. How about that? There we go. Finally got it all done. And hey, Water Possibilities, how you doing? Good to see you. Mark, good to see you. Thank you. C4, good to see you. Going live is right. We going live. Thank you for coming, Kevin Hawthorne. Thank you very much. Beto, how's it going? C4's here, 5x5. He's hearing us. That's good. That's awesome. So we're just a little early today, but I try and get on here a little early, trying to. Oh, looky there. We got a guest.
I can't do her laugh. I can't do her laugh. It's so bad I can't do it.
That cackling hen. Hey, Dean, how you doing? That cackling hen is something else, you know?
She picks her VP the next couple of days. I think to say within 3 days she was going to pick somebody. Poor soul. I don't know.
Who do you think she's going to pick?
Probably some white guy from one of the states that's competitive, either Pennsylvania or Arizona, or one of the states that, because she's so desperate, she'll try to do that in order just to win one state. So I figured it'll be one of those guys. So
exactly.
Maybe the woman, the governor from Michigan. She might, and she might carry Michigan. I'm not saying she won't. They probably will.
Hey, Tom Larson, Clear Lake, thank you for coming. Robert Kemp, thank you. Hey, I got Robert Kemp from the UK. Thank you. That's awesome. Oh, that's good. That's good. Thank you so much for coming. I'm going to get up and make me I'm thirsty. And so I'm going to turn my camera and mute myself. Can you entertain our guests long enough for me to make a drink? I'll be back in about 30 seconds.
I'll try to.
All right.
Well, guests, what's new? We got Clear Lake running from turtles, the snapper turtles, because they always remember. When you off one of their kin, they always remember. They always come back. And wasn't that a movie? That'd be a great Stephen King movie. And we got Mark. Go, Trump, go. I'm telling you, man. I think Trump's got it, dude. I just don't think she's got it to win it, man. She's just, and things are going to get more messed up, too. And, I would not be surprised in October if there's not a stock market crash. You know, if Israel takes out all the oil refineries in Iran, gas is going to between $8 and $10 a gallon. That ain't going to help her either. So, and it is their fault. Now they can blame Israel. They can try to blame Trump, But the matter of the fact is, they mishandled the situation so poorly, they allowed that to happen. So it's going to be the ball's in their court if that happens. Oh, well, probably Mark. He probably did. He probably was behind it. Who knows? I still think the FBI played a big role in it. I think the only way that kid could have got where he's at, got the supplies he had, is with the help of the FBI. There's no other way he could have done it. So, Beto, Tulia had a live with her puppy update. One of them's huge. One of them's bigger than Chico now. Two of them were little tiny little things. I think they're females. And she says, where's him? She wanted to know where Beto was. I said, Beto. So.
Hey, Lucky Star, I got to see who's here. I just got back. I had to go get me a little something to drink. So, yum, yum. Thank you for coming there, Lucky Star. Dean, thank you for coming. Willie, C4, thank you for coming. C4, have you got your letter yet? I tell you, the mail systems is just getting to be really something else. I tell you.
Would you be for Trump? Will probably try to privatize that. Would you be for privatizing the Postal Service?
I have no issue with that. I think they'd do a better job than because they'd have to worry about
customer service.
Yeah.
Because the mail could care less. They'll tell you to kiss their butt, and then they'll say we just won't bring you mail anymore. So that's what happens. Yeah, I mean there's no trying to please the people there. There's no doubt it's about them. And now if FedEx takes them over, it's probably going to be somebody like that. They may initially be more expensive for a first-class stamp, but that price will go down because, like I told some people, because they've told me, crazy idea, terrible idea, everything will be more expensive. I said it'll be what people will pay for. So if they say $2 for first-class stamp, I said nobody's going to pay that. And I said then they'll come back down on the price. They'll go down to a level that people will be willing to pay. And right, that's what I look at it.
I agree with you 100%. It's just like the Mint. The Mint had their last price hike of 20%. And I've been looking at the sales, and I have actually all the sub that I had, what I was buying, I've stopped buying everything. I don't buy anything from them now.
And I'll tell you, the post office also has gotten more strict on what they ship, so you just can't ship anything anymore. It can't be. I mean, their measurements now for the biggest it's nothing. I think there was something I brought in, and they said they wouldn't ship it; it would be too big. I'm going, well, I used to ship a lot bigger stuff than that, so they've really gotten strict on what they'll ship to.
Right, and I've leaned in a lot. FedEx, because I have an account with FedEx and I do a lot of my stuff with FedEx, and FedEx is competing directly with the post office. You can mail a small package. If it fits in that package, a small box is $12.50 and 3 days later. If it's small enough package. I mailed Dale Vale a package up in Canada. What do you think that cost me for a 1 pound box? There was 1 pound in it.
40.
You're really close. $42. $42.
It's ridiculous. And
hey, go Maple.
And they're strict too. I mean, did you have to file out paperwork?
I did. Yeah.
Yes. They want to know everything. So.
Yep. Yeah, you mailing insurance. It's not like I'm mailing drugs or anything like that, but you got to name everything off. And so the problem, I went to FedEx the first off to do it, and they give me the package back and said there is no address because I just dropped the packages off. normally, and they just send them out. I don't have to even wait around because they put it on my account, but not now. That Canada stuff, they won't, they said, oh, you got to fill out all the paperwork and stuff like that. Hey, Hoosier, thank you for coming.
Well, they also, Hoosiers here. They also, I mean, here we had a pretty close box. So if you missed the mail, you could drive out there and put it in, and they got rid of it. So I don't think they have as many places anymore to mail stuff either.
No. And anymore, I just saw an article. I can't remember what state it was, but the blue mailboxes were fake mailboxes that people put up, and they were putting mail in it, and they get robbed. And it wasn't even for the post office. So you got to be careful what blue box you put it in anymore. It's really sad, really, really sad about what's going on. Hey, Barbara's here. Barbara, I want to let you know that Kamala Harris is now up in the chat, and you can ask her questions if you'd like, and she'll answer them. Hey, Stephanie, good to see you. Thank you for coming.
Maybe Barbara will be her VP choice.
Barbara, you going to be her VP choice?
2 pensions. You get the VP pension, and you get if you become VP, which is probably not going to happen. But if you do, you get that pension, and you get your IRS pension.
Yeah, that should be a. Hey, Red Crawler, thank you for coming. Thank you. She's not answering. She's laughing though.
One of my cousins triple dipped. He was in the military, so he got that. He worked for the post office. He got that. Then he worked for the city, and he got that. So.
Oh, wow. Well, that is something. I tell you, it is. So what do you think, now that it's 5 o'clock and I can start, what do you think's going on with the silver prices? I did a lot of research this week on that.
I think it's suppressed, and I think nickel's suppressed, and I think they'll only let gold get to a certain amount, and they'll freeze the market. They're not going to let it go any price. I don't know what that price is going to be. If you figure it got to 800 something in 1980, they let it get there. That means I think it would be about the equivalent of 3,200 today. So I'm assuming they'll let it get that high, but I'm doubting they'll let it get over 4,000.
Yeah, exactly. Because I really think that I think gold's going to take a run, and I honestly feel like silver, as you said, they're depressing it or keeping it down, and the central banks they're buying these short contracts to drive the price down, and you could just imagine the contracts that are being bought up through the COMEX and the LBNA. It's just unbelievable. Hey there, Yonel. Thank you.
Well, look at nickel. Have you checked the prices of nickel lately?
No, I haven't. Well, how much is nickel?
A little over $7 a pound. That's like all-time lows. And copper is almost as high as nickel. Copper's never been higher than nickel.
Wow. How much is what, 410 or something like that on copper?
Yeah, it's a little over 4. And then nickel is I think 715, 716. So wow. Nickel is an absolute steal, because I don't think they can keep it that low much longer.
I don't either. And this is, I know I got a little tidbit of information that on silver, and I didn't realize, I just learned that this week. China is trying to break the Bank of the United States, and what they're doing, they have contracts with Brazil and some other South American mines down there to buy silver in a raw form, and what they're doing is shipping the raw ore to China, and then they're refining it in China. So you don't even know how much they're getting by doing that, and they're paying above spot price for the straight ore that they're buying. They're paying quite a bit.
JM's here.
Hey, JM, you want to come up? Let me give you a link.
I think the stock market may crash in October. So
It's really looking bad for the stock market. I'm telling you, it's not good.
And I'll tell you, look at Israel. If Iran shoots 3,000 to 5,000 missiles, which I think they're going to probably do something to that number, they may fire. Israel's going to answer back more this time, and they may take out their oil refineries, everything, and cut them off at the pocketbook. And if they do, that's going to send shockwaves all over the place. Well, gas will be $8 to $10 a gallon.
Exactly. Well, how do you like how Iran admitting having nuclear weapons? Did you hear that?
I think they may very well have it. I don't know. Can they deliver it, though?
Well, see, that's the problem. I don't think they can deliver it yet, but they do have them.
And remember what Obama told us? He told us, oh, they're just doing it for energy.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
Right. Yeah,
which is BS. That it's really something to hear these people. You can now, if they have nuclear weapons, what's going to stop Iran from moving one of those nuclear weapons over land or sea to Israel to take out like Tel Aviv or whatever? You know what I mean?
I think it'll be one of these situations when they're ready to do that. They'll give Israel 24 hours to vacate. And if they don't, then they'll probably threaten to use it. And of course, it'll kill all the Palestinians. It'll kill a lot of the Lebanese and all the others, which is supposed to be their brothers in arms, but that's not what it's about. It's about getting rid of Israel.
Exactly.
Taking it over. It's not about really helping anybody but that. I mean, that's the goal.
Yep. I agree. That let's see what Goldchick says. I saw an article that said China closed any sale on their stock market yesterday. Yes, that is true. And I was going to touch base on that too. I have a little bit to say on that to keep their stock market from crashing. And hey, Wendy, thank you for coming.
And Barbara, they don't care about anyone else. So yes, if Iran gets a nuclear weapon, they will use it, or they will give it to somebody else to use it. Probably give it to someone else because they're too chicken to do it themselves. So they use other people to do their dirty deeds. So yes, I think it's a strong possibility Israel would be nuked if the right groups get that weapon.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen, because I don't want to see there's enough death in Israel right now, and I don't want to see it to escalate any at all. But, why has the U.S. sent 2 carriers to the Iran area, and they sent more troops over there? And so I'm kind of wondering what their plan. Are they just trying to show force, or are they actually getting ready to go to war?
Well, I would say for sure they want to fortify what the assets that they already have there. I think that's what it is. I think they're seeing there's more vulnerability to the assets that they have in that region, and they want to help defend it more.
That's a good thought, JM. I like that.
I don't think it's an offensive thing, meaning like offense. I think it's like strategic defense. I also don't think that there's going to be any significant nuclear events. That I don't think is going to happen. It's not in anyone's best interest to do that.
Well, I do have a question for you, JM, and it's about China buying silver ore from Brazil.
Yeah.
And that is, silver is being bought up before it even gets refined. And they're sending raw ore to China and refining it in China. Now, what do you think that because the silver market is being drained right now. The COMEX and the LBNA are really low on silver compared to what they normally are. And all these countries are actually taking the contracts. They're wanting actual silver instead of paper money.
Well, I'll tell you the thing that doesn't make sense about that to me is the shipping cost, from Brazil to China would be much less if it was already refined, right? It's going to be way much heavier just sending the ore. So I'm starting to think that it's actually not a false flag, but like I was thinking, what if it's not really silver ore? What if it's like actually filled with cocaine or heroin? Or,
That's a good possibility, or even the components to make that drug that's coming into our borders, and that stuff is killing people. It's just
yeah.
hey, Silver Wolverine, hey, 79.
Like, what if a couple pounds of it out of every ton is uranium, or something else?
Yes, see that's another thing that I was thinking about too, because I don't like to be a conspiracy theorist. That I always want to ask other people's feelings about that, because I'm writing 79. 79 is here. She's gunning for you there, Harris.
I'm safe.
Now, at the same time, though, like I left a comment on Sal's video about that very thing with the ore being shipped over to China, and I was sort of speculating, maybe within the ore, like any place that you find silver, there is also going to be gold. There's likely to be platinum. There could be cobalt. There could be other things that China needs. And there's no refineries in that area. So they're saying just send it all. We'll take the silver, the gold, the platinum that's in there, and whatever else may be there, and refine it in China.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking too. Tony asked me, you're still thinking about 44 double Ds is what Tony's asking. Yes, that's those are really good rounds for MO. Yes. I agree.
I think they were triple Ds.
I don't know. They were pretty gigantic. So yeah, I think that's a good way to look at it, JM, and it could be something more to it. And which that wouldn't surprise me, knowing what China does and stuff like that, because they do stuff, but not just just for what's up front.
That's right. Lots of shady deals.
Yes, and they could be also shipping what is that battery?
Cobalt, lithium.
Yes, cobalt and lithium in that ore too.
Yep.
That is a good way to look at it, because it's absolutely just it's crazy about what is going on.
Oh, now, I've got a question for Nickel. Which site do you go to for your information on nickel prices and nickel?
I check Kitco, and they usually look at the charts on there.
Okay. When I was looking on Kitco, like a lot of spots now don't seem to be showing it by pound. They were doing it by ton.
I think a lot
on that scale. Look up. I think the second quote is by the pound. I think.
Gotcha. Yeah, so it's 16,000 a ton, and just a little over $10 a pound.
No, it should be $7. Last I looked, it was $7, unless it went up $3 in a day.
Oh, this dang thing defaulted to Canadian pesos.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. 722.
Yeah. And that's up. Okay. That's up from where it was. So.
Okay. Yep. Thanks, Nickel. Up 79's got a question.
Gold came in. I'm just trying to keep up with the chat too. So, but the in last week, China had 40 banks that I got the article. I'll post this article on my link after the stream is. But they had 40 banks close, and the other banks kind of gobbled up. And what they did is they had bank runs in China trying to get their cash out. And I heard that they were actually locking people up trying to get your money out of the bank in China. So they're having issues over there that is not good. So can you see the chat, Mr. Harris?
Yeah, I did. Well, 79, I'd probably be able to see straight right now. Everything's blurred. That's what happened.
Oh, Lord.
79 sticking on the guy.
Yeah, can you see the stream too, JM?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Just like, oh, wow.
Yeah, 79 picking on the guy that had a childhood injury. That's not very nice. Like, what about Nichols' feelings?
I did. One time I came up behind a pony.
He's our does.
And I was going to get one of these, you know, them balls that's got like spurs on them. It was in his tail. I was trying to help it. It looked back and saw me, and it gave me one of those back kicks and knocked me down, hit me right dead in the forehead.
That'll do it. I've been kicked by a horse. Not in the head.
Yeah, that would put a hurting on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just kind of stunned me at first, but I mean, it didn't really hurt. I got a hard head. I'm hard-headed.
I'm thinking it didn't quite connect. I'm pretty sure a good kick from a horse to the head is going to knock most people out, for sure.
Yeah, I would think that would definitely do that. So, can you give 79 a timeout? Oh, I can't do that. I like 79. She's one of my favorite peoples. So, oh gosh, you know, there's something going on as you know, because anytime I go through security at the airport, because our shop is on the airport, but we have to go through security to get to the tarmac, and they have increased security at our security gates. And I don't know what's going on. None of them will say anything or anything to me when you ask them, because I've known these people for a very long time, but they won't actually say anything. They can't, because they can lose their job. So, but they've been searching our vans. They're searching, they're walking around the vans and looking a lot more. This security is a lot harder to get through to go to the tarmac. And
That's
so
right.
I don't.
Sorry to interrupt you. I was going to say that says to me they're actually doing an investigation. That's ongoing investigation.
Exactly. And so it's, I mean, I don't mind. I'm not there to hurt anybody or anything like that. But then to go through my van when I go through there, because I use a van for a work vehicle, and you wouldn't believe the tools and stuff I got inside that van. Hey, Constitutional, how are you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming. It's it's full, but they're taking the time to search a lot of the big trucks and stuff coming in, and vans and stuff like that. It's I don't know what's going on. They won't tell me. So something's going on. So have you bought much silver out of your auctions, Mrs. Harris?
Yeah, I've been getting it. Gold, silver. I just bought 2 1/10 ounce bars of platinum, and I started it's in a depository for money metals. And I'm going to start putting my platinum there, and I'll keep the gold and silver here. but I will keep the platinum I buy. I'm going to start building it in a depository, and it's in
So-
Delaware. It's in
Oh, I was
Delaware.
going to ask you, where's this vault, or where are you stashing it? You know, is it what state at least?
Yeah, Delaware, and I've seen it where it's at, and you would never think that's what it was from looking at it.
Ah, okay. Let's go. Let's see. It's in
Yeah.
Delaware. Let's go, Rob Nickel Cash Stash. Okay, there you go. Well, I'm still strong on silver, and I just put another order in for ASEs. And so before it started going up this week, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to catch it while it's down. And so I'm going to add more to my stack. So I'm very much in that. And I also I've been bidding on some silver dollars, trying to get the peace dollars. I'm working on my set there. So, but it takes time to do that. So have you added anything to your stack, Mr. JM?
I was just going to ask you: is those peace dollars, is that like the constitutional ones or the new ones?
They're the constitutional. They are. I'm putting a set together from 21 to 38.
Nice. Yeah, I like those older peace dollars.
Yeah, I do too. And so I've been watching the auctions really close on eBay, and I've gotten some pretty good deals on some. I'm trying to keep my grade level with auctions at 64, and I want to try and stay there as far as when I buy them. But you know, some of those 64s get pretty spendy up in 38 and so forth like that. Those are pretty expensive.
So yeah, to answer your question, I actually haven't bought any metals in probably 3 or 4 months, but that's mainly due to I had one sort of expected mechanical issue with my car and one unexpected.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, the expected was the first half of the exhaust, and the unexpected was the second half of it. So,
Wow.
plus I'm saving up for a couple things.
Ah, okay.
So, but yeah, like I was just looking at it earlier, and I was going to say, yeah, if silver drops below 28 in the short term, I would say that's a buy. If I had cash sitting on the side right now, I just wait and see if it dropped below 28 again.
If I lived in Canada, guess what I'd be buying?
Nickels.
Yeah.
I've probably got 50 or 60 pounds of pure nickels now, which isn't really that much, but man, it chews up space quick.
Yes, it does. It does. So what do you feel? Do you think it ASEs or that type of silver is better than? I do like constitutional silver, and I will buy constitutional or ASEs. So
yep. I like the 3/9 fine bullion more than the constitutional, just marginally though. The main reason I don't like the constitutional is because it can be worn down. There's more math involved because it's 90%. And once you get into the smaller stuff like the dimes, it's tougher to read the date. But on the upside, like if you can get mercury dimes and 90% dimes or 80% here in Canada, that can be a really cheap way to get fractional.
yeah, that would be.
So, but yeah, like when it comes right down to it, I'd sooner have an ounce of silver in a 3/9 or 4/9 fine bullion than an ounce of silver in constitutional.
Constitutional Stacker said he put 80 ounces, or he sold 80 ounces of silver. He put the rest in the market. So, you have any good market tips for us, or constitutional? We'd sure like to hear it. 79 called him junk. He's junk silver.
See, and I see what Hoosier's saying there. He says it's easier to buy a loaf of bread with a couple dimes than a 1 ouncer. But I'm thinking, hey, if I got a 1 ouncer, I'll probably go in there and buy some butter tarts and some other baked goods while I'm there.
Yep, exactly. That's
But I get your
exactly
point. Point well taken.
Yeah, it's really easy to offer if your goods and services to someone that needs like that they're selling something or wanting to trade something. It's always easy to offer silver for, because silver is and I don't mind doing it. I've offered people a silver, but they want cash most of the time around here, so it's that's kind of a thing of what people want. So people around here are really, really hurting for cash. So it's not good. The unemployment rate here is not good. There's a lot of people out of work.
Are you getting a lot of illegal immigrants in your area?
I don't see too many illegals, but they would blend in here pretty good because they. What I see is a lot of homeless people that may blend in with them, and the homeless population here has been moving. The state has been, or the county has been moving them in and out, and moving them to different areas, so they may be in with that.
How about houses for sale? They're up for sale everywhere here. You could probably go to each street and find 4 houses for sale.
Yeah.
It's really getting more noticeable here, because boy, before a long time you can find a house for sale, and now they're houses are a lot more for sale. Why, Rocky? Something bad in your area? All is good here. Well, Barbara, the homeless people are migrating out further out away from Portland, and so my neighbor across the street caught a guy in her backyard, and he was sleeping back there. I don't know how long he was there, but she has 5 acres, and he was back there, and so they called the police, and he took off, but we never saw him again. And so you have to be kind of careful about the people that are homeless and they're migrating out. So you got to be a lot more careful compared to what it used to be. That's the homeless population has just grown exponentially. It's just that's true. Yeah, Newport Beach. Yes, it's real expensive over on the coast, Jeff. It's really bad.
We have a ton of illegals here. I see them all the time.
Well, I'm kind of sheltered from that type because of where I work. There's so much security there that I never see, people. If there's somebody that's doing something, they're called out pretty fast. And but around my house is where I notice it, and so I kind of keep an eye on around my house and things like that. I keep things locked up more than I used to. So, that way it, if somebody does come, they'll have more of a hard time, because my shop is separate from my house. So I have to keep it. I got a 2,000 square foot shop that I got, a work area and cars and stuff like that.
I was wondering where you were storing all those cars.
Yep.
Yeah, you'd be shocked how many's here. I could go, if I could just make a video off my computer, just go down without them noticing it. I'd say from there all the way down, it's nothing but illegals. There all the way down, it's nothing but illegals.
Right.
So it's they dumped a bunch on us. I don't know how they did it, because we're a red state.
Well,
they come in the middle of the night and dumped them.
What exactly? What I was going to say, what they're doing is they're flying these people in to red areas, trying to get them to vote blue. They're trying to turn to all the red states, is what they're trying to do. So nighttime, I tell you, this state's already blue, so it's not, you're not going to turn it any bluer, but they're doing that. They're flying those people in everywhere. So I think they should fly them into Martha's Vineyard more. You know?
Yeah. Our Harris's house in California, if you still have one, just let them go there and live.
I think
Yes,
another reason there's so many houses for sale is I think a lot of people got caught with fixed rate mortgages. And so as the interest rates have been going up, their mortgage payments have been going up.
You mean adjustable rate? You mean?
Yep. Oh, did I say
Yeah.
fixed? Yeah,
Yeah.
I meant variable.
Yeah.
Yeah. My apologies.
Because I know, like I watch my electric bill, my water bill, any type of stuff like that. I watch really, really close. As a matter of fact, I was just on the phone here about a month ago with my electric bill and asking them, because I'm actually reading my meter now because I'm keeping a really close eye on them, what they're doing.
I bet your property taxes are high there.
You know what? They're not bad. My property taxes are like $2,700 a year. They could be higher.
No, don't give them any ideas. I'm sure they're worth doing that.
Yeah, they've raised them the last 2 years up, just boom, boom, and just raise them up every year. So my house payment goes up because of that. But my house payment used to be $723, but it's close to $1,000 now because of insurance and taxes. It's not good. So it is really bad. And so what do you think about JM, about these banks in China crashing and stuff like that? Do you have any input on that?
Not really. I haven't really looked into it that much, but it doesn't surprise me. Like, I watched a documentary saying, beware of Chinese people in the States with US dollars trying to buy stuff, because when they would come over from China to the States, say for a vacation or visit family or whatever, they go to their bank in China and ask for example, say $2,000 in US dollars that they can take over. So they've already got their cash with them.
Right.
And banks in China were issuing counterfeit US dollars to the people to bring over to the States.
Right. That's exactly right. What you're saying. Well, just like Sal was talking about, he did a video on these guys, these two Chinese guys bringing this $250,000 of gold.
Yep.
And they got caught. Normally, I mean, that wouldn't be no big deal. What are you going to do to them? But they were illegally here. So they got confiscated. I could see that going into some politician's pocket.
Yep.
That's just absolutely wrong. It's absolutely wrong. So I'm thinking it's 5:30. It's about time to I think I ought to do a giveaway. Don't you think are you ready to pick a number this time, Mr. Harris?
Yeah. I cannot do that. There's two people. There's two people online, two women that can do her really well. They've got her down, man.
Oh, you ain't. Yes, I've seen some people do that. It's hilarious. It is hilarious. You know what I'm going to do? I ordered some more of these little gold bars. And I think what we'll do is we'll give this gold bar away. And it's a little gold bar, and I'm going to continue giving away these gold bars on my stream. And so I think I was looking at how many people were here. So if we pick a number between 1 and 50, I think we'll have a good chance of having a good drawing. So let me get ready to put go. And you want to pick the number there, Mr. Harris?
I got it.
All right, let's see here. We're going through 1 through 50. Let's go and let's pick a number 1 through 50 so you can get a gold bar. Beto, recheck Beto. Tom Larson picked 26. So get a different number, Beto. Okay, let's see here. Oh, look at there. Goldchick picks 13. Lucky Star picked 1. Wendy picked 7. There you go. There, Beto has picked 4. Okay, you're good, Beto. Tony won. Okay. Pick a number, Mr. Mark. Jeff Nelson wants 69. Okay. Wendy, Tony's got 13. Okay. Nah, Gold Chick got 13, Tony. I think she's ahead of you. You got to pick a different number.
She always picks 13.
Yeah, she always picks 13. So you got to pick a different number.
And I almost fell down.
Do what?
Once she didn't, and I almost fell down.
Yeah, exactly. Snakebite picked 22. Tony, pick a different number. 13. You got to have a different number. It's 27, I'm telling you. All right. Constitutional says 27. So let's see here. Yeah, that's a pretty good number. Let's see what we got here. So Tony Erickson says he's going 13. Tony, you got the Gold Chick already got 13. So you got to pick a different number. Pick a different number, Tony. Give my win to Terry. Okay. What number did you pick there, Mr. Mark B? Wendy picked 25. Tony Erickson, we got to pick a different number in 13. Gold Chick had that one. Give my win to Mark. Oh, Lord. You're a pill, 79. You're a pill. Mark picked 34. All right. Come on, Tony. You got to pick the I love a dong. There you go. Okay. All right. Pick a different number, Tony. You got to go different number than 13.
I heard Harris does too.
Who?
Harris.
Oh, Harris got to pick a different number?
No, Harris likes dogs.
Yes, she does like the dog. Tony is insisting on 13. She had the first 13. You got Tony's disqualified. Jim Nelson, dongs for all. All right, let's end this here. He's going to insist on 13, so he won't. All right, so let's go. Okay, Tony got 15. All right. Okay, let's go back up here and make sure nobody got 15. All right, let's go up here. I don't think anybody got. Hey, I think it's a good number, Tony. Nobody picked it. All right. Okay, let's go with that. How foolish is Camel Toe? Very foolish. All right, let's stop. Tony's got 15. All right, let's see the. Thank you, JM. Stop. Right. All right, what number is that, Mr. Harris? All right, Babe Ruth, number 3. Good number. He was really my hero growing up. Let's see who got the closest to 3. Lucky Star got 1. Beto's got 4. That's closer.
Yeah, 4. But
yeah,
as Tully says, Beto.
All right, let's see here. All right. I am thinking the 79. She picked 3. Yeah, okay. All right. Of course. I think Beto's the winner. So, hey, Beto, send me an email. And let me give you my email. You're the closest, so you won. So,
congratulations. The gift of gold.
Beto says he wants you to give it to Great Scott.
Great Scott. Rocky, give it to win to Great Scott. Okay, where is Great Scott at? Okay, Great Scott, here's my email. Send me an email with your address, and I'll get it to you. The Red Cross is dang, I lost. You picked 69. You were close. There you go. Great Scott. Send me an email. You got my email, Great Scott? Scott's not here. Oh. Wendy says I was supposed to be waiting for mail because nothing came yet. Holy crap. Are you kidding? You didn't get your envelope, Wendy? God, I mailed that a long time ago. Do a recount. Okay. We'll do a recount. There you go.
Too much rain for them to deliver.
Yep. I Wang Hung Dong. Yes. I will. Yes. Didn't I give you a dong on one of your wins there, Gold Chick? Where is I'm up here looking for Great 8. I don't think he's here is right.
Saw him earlier.
Yeah, I remember seeing him, but I don't see him now. Let's see here. Give my win to Terry. Okay. Let's see here.
I can still tag him in the chat.
All right, let's see here. I just emailed. If Great Scott isn't here when I give it to Nickel. Give it to Nickel? Okay.
Nice. Nickel gets gold.
Yeah, there you go. I got a dong from, yes, you did, Stephanie. You got a dong for sure. Great Scott, are you here? You won. So, Great Scott, let me know. That's for sure. So, so how's the auctions? Have you been having a lot of stuff that was good in the auctions, or what do you think about the auctions going on, Harris?
Yeah, I got good stuff. I got a bunch of jewelry the other day, unsearched jewelry box, and yeah, I usually find gold. I find silver. I got some jewelry marked West Germany, which, you believe it or not, that's really in demand. And I get Coro jewelry sometimes, and even though it's not precious metals, it's still it's a big brand name, and they're pretty popular to resell. So
It's nice looking. It's popular.
Yeah.
West Germany, it'll sell if you put it up for sale somewhere. It generally sells in a couple of days. I don't know why, but I guess it's just rare. I don't know.
Clear Lake says he got 2 of my dongs. He got dong twice.
It's like the double dong.
He got a double dong. Exactly. Hey, Sterling. Good evening. How you doing? Thank you. Well, I'm not seeing. So, Beto, email me who you wanted to get, and who do you want to get this thing, because he's not answering me. So who do you want it to go to now?
I think the last thing he put in there was to send it to Nickel.
That's what I thought. Okay, give it to Nickel. Okay. I got Nickel. So I was going to send Nickel some extra stuff. So we'll give Nickel a gold bar and a silver bar, and we'll give it to him. So I'm going to write a note down that Nickel gets the giveaway.
Thank you, Beto.
Hey, you're welcome there, Mr. Harris.
So maybe Beto is actually indirectly sending it to 79.
You never know. Why don't you email me your address again, Mr. Harris?
All right.
And I'm going to send you a little extra too. I'm going to mail you something that's a little different than a dong. Have you got one of my dongs, Harris?
Yep.
Okay.
And I've got a coin that's dong.
Okay. I'm going to send you something different. So you'll get the gold bar and the silver bar, but I'm going to give you something different. So it'll be a little bit different than what you normally get, but we'll get it mailed out. That's good. A gone. There you go. Go Chick says a gone. There you go. All right, Beto, it's going to Nickel, and Nickel is getting it. A nickel gets 10,000 dongs. There you go. You want 10,000 dongs, Harris?
That's what is that, about $1 in America?
About that. Oh, Lord. Lordy, Lordy. So did anything happen this week that anybody want to talk about that Rocky is deep state? Well, thank you. Yeah, I can go deep. Is that if you want to know about that 79? Yes.
One thing I noticed here in the last couple of weeks, I don't know if you folks have noticed it at all, but usually we get a lot of mosquitoes in the spring. I know it's a little bit off topic, but
Right.
and then they die out during the summer, which was happening until about 2 weeks ago. And then suddenly there's thousands of, it's like little baby mosquitoes, tiny mosquitoes, like freaking everywhere.
I kind of wonder if that has anything to do with, Bill Gates. He had all these male mosquitoes that he was letting loose and stuff like that. I wonder if that has anything to do with it, because I've been getting a lot of mosquitoes here, and mosquitoes this time of year are like there's no water around. I'm really kind of surprised to even see them around,
That's right. And especially when they're young like that. I was thinking exactly the same thing you were. I was thinking they're those genetically modified things and they're dumping them out.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
79. No, I'm pretty sure. I got tested.
They're letting men box women in the Olympics.
Yeah.
That's news.
79, are you going to go box in the men's league for in the Olympics? I think you should. Show them men how to box. Sergeant Gold's here. Thank you for coming, Sergeant Gold.
I think the best way to end that, having men competing against women, especially like in sports like boxing, is the women just, they need to boycott it and just say, no, like, we're not playing that game.
They know they need to hit them below the belt about 15 times. That make it about even.
Oh, it's really sad. And you look at that guy that beat that Italian. I think she was Italian
Yep.
female boxer. That was just bullshit,
Yep.
But I think 79. Whenever she runs, it's like, for her, it's like boxing Ali and Frazier at the same time.
79 put a whooping on him, Come on, 79.
Yep.
Show us your stuff.
Get on the trampoline.
Yeah. we want to see you do it. Snakebite says he's seeing a lot of dragonflies too. That's that sounds about right.
But they're good though, right? Dragonflies, I thought, are actually really good.
Dragonflies eat mosquitoes.
Yeah, and they won't actually bother you.
No, but last year, I'll tell you this. Yellow jackets here, they normally nest the start of July through August, and last year, some yellow jackets started a nest in the end of October, and I've never seen that before.
Yep.
That's something. So I was hearing some people in Washington talking about the election, and then they're starting to feel that it is going to be messed with before it happens. And have you heard anything of that going on?
I haven't heard anything, but I think most of us realize that they're going to do anything that they can to stay in power.
Right, right. And I think there's going to be another assassination attempt on Trump too. You know,
Yeah,
I really,
the Secret Service said they expect within 20 days or something. There'd be another.
yeah, that wouldn't surprise me, because you know, now that they got Camel Toe in there, that she's going to be you know, focusing, and then they can kind of get some wherever they're going to do it. Because I heard he's going to be going back to Michigan, the same place he got shot at before. So wouldn't that be a good place to do it again?
I don't know. You would think that the Secret Service wouldn't want the embarrassment again, but
Well, you know, I mean, it is pretty wide open and stuff like that. I mean, they don't have to be, you know, you get somebody there can actually do something like that. They can be within, you know, 500 yards and still do the mark, you know. So
he needs tall Secret Service guys to the left and right of him at least.
Yep, I
They
agree.
make it harder.
Yeah, and I wish, if he's going to do an outdoor, I hope he has the bulletproof glass around him. That because I think that'd be his saving grace there. You know.
Well, I still think they want him dead. The main reason, there's a lot of reasons. He's
Yep.
going to stop their progressive stuff. There's no
Yep.
doubt they don't like that. The environmental stuff, he's going to stop that. EVs. But he doesn't want wars. And they don't want that war to end. They do not want that war in Ukraine to end, and they're afraid he'll do it. And, you know, they killed Kennedy because he didn't want Vietnam.
Yep, exactly.
And I will give you, that's the number one reason why they killed Kennedy. He decided not to do it. And I believe that that's the main reason they probably want Trump dead. They want
I think
that war to go.
another reason is because once he's back in power again, he's going to have all the information at his fingertips of, you know, stuff that he doesn't know that they're doing right now and have been doing.
Right.
Right? They don't want him to know, because they know he'll call them out. He calls everybody out, and rightly so.
Yep, that is for sure.
I do agree with Lucky Star that some Republicans would be in on it. Bush
You know, Lucky Star, I agree with you. There's a lot of rhinos out there that would be right in line to knock him off.
The Bushes can't stand him. So that's why a lot of the judges, everybody said, well, yeah, but that was a Republican judge that turned him down. It was a Bush appointed judge. So the Bush clan do not like Trump. And if he died, he probably wouldn't go to his funeral. But we'll wait. If that happens, we'll see. But I'm betting that they're in on it.
Oh, well, you know, it's kind of funny at his funeral to see the messages that their faces when they opened that message, when you really don't know what the message said, but, you know, it'd been nice to be able to see what that message said. But their faces sure said a lot. You know what I mean?
I thought the messages said, in quotes, they know everything.
Well, see, that's what we've been told. But, you know, I mean, I'm just saying it could be, you know, maybe it's not, you know, so. But yeah, it's because the White Hats have been, when we're working on this for quite some time. So we'll see what happens. I think Guantanamo is going to be full, because when Trump was in office, Trump spent a lot of money on upgrading that Guantanamo and opening up and making it bigger, from what I understand.
Yeah, what event could cancel the elections? Because I think it's a constitutional thing. So it had to be something emergency happen that they could cancel the elections in November. And I can't think of anything that big enough that they could do it.
Right.
Unless war broke out here. That's the only thing I think would change it.
I could see, what about massive power outages or an EMP?
Yeah, well, I guess you got to have electricity to run the machine. So,
Yep, or internet outage. Yeah, especially those Dominion machines. They definitely need the internet active.
Yep. And you know, it's kind of funny that you say that, because they told us that that they were not connected to the internet, but come to find out when they had that power outage. Let's see here. Wrong. Hang on here. When they had that power outage in Arizona, they said that those machines went down. So they are connected to the internet. So they have some kind of a probably a Bluetooth or something on them that they can actually tie them in, so they don't need to be on the internet. As far as they could be on Wi-Fi or something like that. So that's what I'm thinking it's going to be. So Red Light came in. Thank you for coming, Red Light. Hit that like and subscribe button. I need all the subscribe. YouTube keeps taking my damn subscriptions away from me, so I sure would appreciate anybody who wants to do a sub to me. I appreciate it, and give me a like. It helps me out and stuff like that. I'm trying to get this channel to grow a little bit, but YouTube does not like me, and so I just kind of I see them taking a few every week from me. I get close to 600, they knock me down. So, but I would appreciate it. So anybody that wants to be hits that thumbs up and hit me a share and like and sub to me, I appreciate it. So
yeah, YouTube really likes the channels to be uploading regularly. Like, look at Sal, he's doing 3 videos a day.
Oh man, they are doing
at least 3 live streams a week.
Yeah. And you know what? I agree with you, JM. I just don't have time. I got, I'm working 60, 70 hours a week at the job. And thank you, Red Crawler. I appreciate it. And it kills me to try and keep up with my job and do this because, the research that I get in here, I do quite a bit of time spending for research because I don't want to put out here some crap that's not true,
Yep.
So it makes it for a really hard time. So
you know what? You've got a nice base of really good people, really good subscribers that you've built up, and when you retire or when you've got more time, then you'll be able to really launch it off the runway.
Yep. Exactly. That's what we want. Gold Chick says 29. I got 29 watchings. That's great. So that's really good. Well, you know what? It's 6 o'clock or 5:59. I think we're going to call it quits for the night. I'm going to go make me some dinner unless 79 wants to cook me some dinner. 79, you want to cook me some dinner? I'm kind of hungry.
Last time I asked if she'd make me something to eat, she said she left some frozen hot dogs in the sink for me. I was like, what? Not even a ham sandwich?
Oh, good. Well, what are we going to have to eat there, 79? I'm getting kind of hungry. Oh, I like that. Like those dogs there, JM. That's awesome. So, all right. Well, I'm going to get going. It's 6 o'clock, and we'll end the stream. And I want to thank everybody for coming. And I will definitely get this off to Nickel and Tom Larson. Thank you, everything. And Beto and Hoosier and Stephanie and Red Crawler, 79. Mark, Wendy, Sterling Cannabis. I can't even say them all, Beto. And thank you for all coming. And we'll see. Hey, Zardog, thank you for coming. And we appreciate it. I can't tell you enough. And thank you. And we're going to end this thing. So thank you so much. And y'all have a great one. And we'll see y'all.